And game number 2 of this series here. Spawning in the bottom left corner of Ultra Stronghold. He's down 1-0 in this set, best of 3. From Guns N' Roaches, it's our Protoss player, Zackor.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultrasim Stronghold, playing for Team StraTk Gaming as the Red Terran, we have PingPang. Now, cross-spawn Ultrasim, this looks like it could be a very interesting game. I don't think it favors either side too much, as cross-spawn positions gives Terran a lot of room on the sides of the map to really kind of get around and drop.
Yeah, I think that's really what PingPang's going to have to do to deal with this map. He can't really, there's no reason to go for direct engagements when the map is this big. And you can go ahead and try to do all these kind of drop play that we saw at the end of that game from him, dropping all over the map, multiple spots, and pushing in different spots while he was doing that. So, wouldn't be surprised to see him do that sort of thing. I thought he was going to go for maybe CC first, but I think the same thing he did last game. He's going to put his barracks back near his CC. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's going to go CC first. After all.
It is one of the maps you can't afford to do it on.
Oh, definitely.
This is if you want a map to try CC first builds, just do it on Ultrasim. That's like one of the few reasons you might want to unveto it, because I know a lot of people hate this map and have it vetoed, but one of the reasons you might want to actually play on it is it gives you a chance to practice CC first builds, and the early game macro of a CC versus say a Rax expand is a little bit different. You get a little bit more income sooner, and you have to be a little bit more onto it with how you transition out of or transition into the mid game with your spending. So there's an interesting difference that I did notice. Alrighty, so
We'll be getting his first barracks up here. I mean, normally when I do a CC first as a Terran against a Protoss, you'd go 14 CC, 15 racks, and then the 17 racks for a second one, just to stay safe. Because it's so scary going, any sort of gasless against a Protoss player. It is going to be these 2 barracks here coming up before any sort of gas or anything. Just make sure he has enough, a decent Marine count. If there were an early Stargate, he's going to be able to have 6 up by the time it gets there. With the 2 barracks, even without any sort of gas. So, and he still has the option to go on for a 3rd barracks or even a 3rd command center really, really quickly. Actually, it's a really early supply depot.
Now, this of all the maps in the map pool, this is also one of the few maps where if you want to try it, you want to try hidden base expos. They're very risky to do, but on this map you can get away with them, and you don't have to hide them up in the corner bases here. Or even though they are the very common spots to do it, you can hide them in any one of these locations for an expansion, and it's very, very hard. It takes a lot of effort for your opponent to scout them all and maintain map presence to detect them. And if you have a hidden base, it really does throw off your opponent with, they see, okay, you're on 2 bases, you're capable of this limited amount of, like, say, income and production. But if you have the extra base, they underestimate what position you're in, and it can really change up the match drastically.
Once again, PingPang is in the base here of Zackor, and he doesn't see the 3rd pylon. Actually, well, he did see the 3rd pylon. What am I saying? He saw the 3rd pylon, but he's putting down this engineering bay just to stay safe. He did see the expansion coming up, so I'm not sure why he's going so quickly into this engineering bay, especially with 0 gas. I guess he's just really, really afraid of seeing oracles, because that's kind of unnecessary at this point.
Oracles have been giving Terran nightmares since they got the speed buff. Bloody Ferrari calls.
Yeah, he is putting down the turret here. So it's a bit of an investment, and it's kind of an unnecessary investment. But it could come into play if this Twilight Council ends up getting used for DTs. But it could just be that really quick storm we saw in the first game.
And who knows? It might get lucky, and maybe there might be a badly rallied observer that gets shot down. It does happen from time to time, surprisingly.
I do it all the time when I'm playing Protoss. Oh, I was gonna throw my observer into your base. Hey, look, you've got 5 turrets. Well, I can't see anything now.
Indeed.
Twilight Council is finishing up, so we'll have to probably, I don't know. Maybe he's gonna actually do the same thing.
Blink on this map is actually quite good. I've versed it a couple of times, and it's gave me more trouble than I ever expected from it. And it's on a map like this, you don't expect blinks, therefore that's why it's kind of good. Oh, look at that. Third CC going down for PingPang.
Yeah. Zackor being really annoying with this stock. He actually has 2 kills on it. Hasn't lost any anything beyond shield damage so far. So, nice micro there by him, getting 2 kills. I'm not sure if they're Marines or not. They're actually 2 SCVs. It hurts even more. I think one of the SCVs was killed in the base, though. Holy crap, that Stalker gets away. Oh, Stalker.
Oh, so class. So close. Oh, and Templar Archives.
Well, he has charge coming this time. And a Forge as well. So he's going to have charge. He could have Archons with this as well. For some kind of a bust. Rather than
Looks
going
like
for Storm.
Could be the same build as last time, except maybe executed this time round. Who knows? We'll see how this plays out.
Yeah.
There we go. Finally saturating the gases at his natural. And this could be doing a lot of damage to his opponent here, because PingPang did go for the fast third CC. So his army is not going to be truly significant and scary to deal with for quite some time.
Yep. I think those Chargers are going to just chew through those naked Marines really easily. +1 armor is on the way. 4th gateway even coming up. I imagine some more gateways once he has the money. Good that this probe is still chilling out over in this location.
Oh. Zack has been annoying with the Stalker again, just poking out with one Stalker, but he hasn't got any kills on it just yet. He's not allowed to come home till he gets at least 1 or 2 kills. Oh, here come the Marines, and Marines are going to just run up to him and bye-bye Stalker.
He almost got away, but no, not going to happen this time.
Yeah, definitely not.
They have nothing but naked Marines. They do have stem. Starport's going to be finished up, and as well as this reactor for that starport. So he's going to be able to get, a lot of stem Marines out, but he's going to be facing charge and storm really quickly here. I'm not even sure if Zackor even will care about attacking necessarily. He is up to 5 gateways, so he does have that option, but he doesn't have any pylons across the map. So I kind of doubt he's going to be attacking really soon. I would more expect to see your 3rd base sometime soon.
This is very interesting. At the moment, it looks like... Oh, he's putting down 4 pylons. To me, that's telling me that he wants to move out and get ready for a lot of big weapons.
He wants to make sure he's not going to get stuff up, but again, there's nothing across the map that's actually going to be able to help him move in. Which is kind of frightening, but there isn't really anything to deal with the storm right now. It's going to be finished up here in a moment. He's already got a couple Templar that are working in, so they're getting up energy.
Oh, looks like he's just gonna look to expand. If he was gonna go for some kind of attack with the Archon, Storm, and Charge lot, he would have moved out and had proxy pylons set up. But adding on a 2nd forge and a robotics facility is telling me that he is looking to transition out, and he's just opening Templar to be safe. As Templar openings are very strong.
Especially that quickly. I mean, Templar openings exist, but seeing it that quick, I don't often see that a lot. I'm not sure if they just die so easily to the SCV pulls. And again, it's kind of the same situation as the first game, where you don't have a lot of units right now. 28 army supply right now against 41, and all this army is moving across the map here for PingPang. Luckily, again, this is kind of where the cross positions is going to come and play. This is a very long distance to walk. He's boosting his reinforcing medevacs across, but that is quite the trek that these units are having to make.
And there we go. The hallucinated Phoenix is going to see it incoming, and he should be able to get a warp in just before it hits.
Just barely catches that, actually. It was very close to actually getting through. But 4 Templar, 2 of them with... he morphs the last 2 Templar into an Archon, actually. But they do have +1, +2, and +1 ground is going to be finishing up, but not in time for this. PingPang going to see this and probably going to walk away, or probably just going to go drop.
Drop the natural. Oh, this could do a lot of damage, but there is a Templar here ready to cast Storm of Feedback.
Yeah, you're going to go for a lot of feedbacks. It's all you're going to really do, but that feedback it's not going to do a ton. All the units are going to get out, and now this natural is under fire. This natural is likely going to get sniped off. However,
it will get sniped, yeah.
There's not much help on these medevacs, and it's going to be difficult for him to get out. He is putting himself in a really nice position to get out. This one medevac is on very low health. I think one of them did go down. There were 4, weren't there? There were 4, and then there was only 3, so he did kill one of the medevacs. Resources loss is definitely heavily in favor of PingPang right now, however, and also losing that base. He only lost 8 workers out of that. It could have been a lot worse. So he's going to be able to transfer those workers over to the 3rd base now, once he realizes he can do that instead of long-distance mining. But really, he didn't lose a ton, but it's definitely a big blow.
Oh, there we go. Ghost Academy is underway. Ghost production should be started up shortly. I don't see any in production yet, but he has got personal cloaking on the way. So, Ghost, he's already got a few out. That's why.
People
Oh,
need
it's
to
gonna
add me on a
be
couple more CCs.
yeah. Why not? More CC, more economy, more fun.
Oh, definitely. He has +2. PingPang's been keeping up with his upgrades very, very well in this game. He's got +2 finish already. +3 attack is on the way. He's got +1 for his ship weapons actually coming on the way. Kind of expecting that Colossus switch, which is, well, theoretically coming. Range is on the way. No Colossus have been made just yet, however. He may just stick straight up with these storms and hope for the best, it seems. I don't think he's going to get too many Colossus up even when he wants them.
Oh, 5 ghosts in production at a time. That is a lot of ghosts, and ghosts, you can never underestimate how much damage you can do against a big Protoss ball army with just a whole lot of EMPs. It's actually quite ridiculous how much damage. I always underestimate how strong EMP was until I started using it in my mech play, and my god, the difference that it made was phenomenal.
I can't even imagine a mech, because what you're facing pretty much mostly Archons and Immortals a lot of times, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. That's a common way when people scout mech. They'll go Archon Immortal, kind of like 2-base, 3-base timing, and generally it did really well against me. Then I figured out, wait, EMP is pretty good, and then I started crushing all those plays. So it was annoying zealot.
Definitely an annoying zealot. But nothing really too difficult. Actually, PingPang moving over medevac with some units to take care of that zealot. Make sure the CC can land, turn into that planetary he's likely going to want to have. And actually, even without that base up, PingPang has another CC moving over to the right location. Actually, well, that was a bit of an accident. I think he meant
Wonder why he changed his mind there.
I think he was rallying the CC over here, and
Yeah, it would have been.
selected.
Yeah, he had all the CC selected, rallying SCVs over, and yeah, there we go. PingPang is getting into a superb position in this game, though. Going up to 5 bases, and Zackor is yet to get all the nice tools out on the play. And look at this, PingPang's getting all the upgrades, nukes, the high-stick auto-tracking, everything is coming out into play now.
If I don't see a nuke, I'm going to be very, very upset.
This nuke better go off.
That is a ton of ghosts. He's got 10 ghosts already. I'm not going to add any more just yet, but that's definitely a very nice number to have. However, 3 Colossus at a time being produced right now. And we have any Vikings? We don't have any Vikings.
No Vikings on the way. Yeah, none on the field, and the upgrades are underway for the Vikings. It's just that, well, they're not being produced, and there's only 1 starport, I believe. I'm just having a look around, and yeah, there is only 1 starport available. So this Colossus count with 3 robo facilities producing them, with the Chrono Boost going down on them, he could actually build up a perfect army to counter this composition very quickly, as without Vikings to take out the Colossus are going to do so much damage to this Bioforce.
Yeah, it is just a very scary force for PingPang here that does have +3, +2, but they don't have anything to deal with these Colossus very well. The storms are still a threat. They're not too many. 1 drop over here at the 4th base. Not doing too much. Let's get a couple of these Templar, which is nice, but cannons are going to be able to deal with the drop eventually, even just the medevac as well.
Oh, here comes the engagement in the middle, and
just gonna let those people up.
That was a good
storm. Oh goodness
Oh
gracious,
my
PingPang. PingPang, you cannot do that. He knows it. He knows he made a big mistake there. He's gonna back the heck off. He's immediately started Viking production. He's got a bunch more barracks are finishing up. He's definitely adding in 1, 2 more starports. Kind of realizing that, hey, where the heck did all those Colossus come from? And there's no reason Zackor's going to pull his foot off the pedal here, and kind of expect once he gets a few more Colossus out, he's probably going to push across the map and try to do damage of his own before PingPang is able to trade off some of his supply into more and more Vikings.
yeah, Zackor's also got his +3 attack upgrade just about to finish. He's actually started the shield upgrade as well. So just because, well, he's got the money, he's got the time, why not get the extra upgrades? But yeah, how many Colossus? This is what, 7 Colossus now? Something ridiculous.
Yeah, 7 Colossus versus 2 Vikings right now. There are 16 workers on 2 mineral patches right now in the main base for Zackor, so that's a bit upsetting for him. But
he does need to transfer that over to the newly established 4th base. But and the +3 mech upgrade for the attack is going to be so useful for the Vikings once it finishes up as well.
Adding a ton more. He's still adding in a lot of ghosts as well. He's up to 15 ghosts right now, trying to get in that really late game competition where you have mostly ghosts and mostly Vikings. to deal with what the Protoss player has. But that is 7 Colossus. 7 Colossus. We have 12 Templar. I think some of the Templar are scattered around the auxiliary bases.
They
It's
are.
gonna be nice
But we have a
massive drop coming in.
yeah. This is what I was just about to talk about. 4 medivacs full of marauders. This force is capable of sniping a Nexus. It's a very powerful force, especially since they got free upgrades as well.
As soon as the drop's coming in, the main army is moving for Zackor, and this again, maybe one situation is going to turn into a strand kind of a base trade almost. Where is the mothership core? The mothership core is with the main army, so they can recall. Is he going to try to do that, or is he actually going to attack? He might be trying to rely just, yeah, it looks like he's trying to rely just solely on warbands, going into the 4th base here of PingPang with his army. Now he's on the high ground, and how do you engage this?
Here come the ghosts, and now they're going to get the EMPs off on the High Templar.
Oh, they did not get that off, though.
Oh no, they're going for the
Nice
snipes.
though. Very nice
Very
snipes.
good.
Kill off a lot of those, and these 2 poor Vikings are trying to do what they can. Base is finally almost about to go down. This kind of continual zealot warping over here has kept this base alive for a very long time. Even another storm going down. That army is very weak, and PingPang just traded pretty well there. He got a base and didn't lose one of his bases. Killed off a bunch of the Templar, but still, these Colossus still remain.
Oh, all the storms coming down now, and that's going to clean that up.
Well, eventually, goodness gracious, Marauders, they don't really care about storms too much.
Yeah, they can weather a couple of storms, but not when they just bombard a goddamn Tempest on there like that. There's just so many storms on those Marauders.
Supply different, 198 supply to 137 in favor of PingPang right now, but the army supply, it's only in favor by 30, well 37. So it's still decent, but still he's only got the 2 Vikings. He's got 5 in production right now. That's still 7 Vikings versus 7 Colossus. That's still very, very scary. He's going to have to rely on really, really nice EMPs. He does still have a nuke available even.
Yep, still haven't seen that nuke, and even though the army supply is in favor of PingPang, Zackor's army does look like the scarier force at this time.
Oh, yeah. These Vikings are in a nice position out front, but all of these Stalkers are rolling in here. All of these ghosts, good lord, look at the amount of ghosts there are. EMP is blanketing that entire army, and Zackor's going to pull back again.
Indeed. You cannot fight into this many EMPs and expect to try and take a good engagement.
I have never seen this many ghosts in the game. There's 25 ghosts right now. Another engagement going to happen here.
Oh, good concave for the bio player, for the Terran player, and
Storms.
oh, the
Storms are absolutely wrecking out everything on that Terran player.
Oh, the
All those
storms are
ghosts
just
melted. Where did the ghosts go? There were 25 ghosts. Now there are 0.
That just goes to show the import. That's why you blanket with EMP storms, as you just cannot let the storms go off.
Oh, PingPang. PingPang was trying to switch into BCs. That's not
Yeah,
going to happen.
not anymore.
I
However,
was-
the Vikings are going to go get a few of the bosses here, and there's a lot of ramps, 7 Marauders and 8 Marines at a time for PingPang.
So, well, this is ridiculous. I don't know. PingPang must have not been looking at his army because he lost all his ghosts the way he did. He just sat in all the storms. I mean, yeah, he could have been trying to like get rid of his supply, but now he has this massive army from the Protoss in the middle of his base. Supply is even. Army supply is not even. It's slowly going in favor here of Zackor. And Zackor just doesn't care about the transition. You don't get to transition. I'll tell you if you get to transition.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Trying to make
Indeed.
Vikings out of each one of these tech lab starports right now.
And more Stalkers is reinforcing. He does need to bring another reinforcing pylon up closer, but Vikings might be able to pick up another Colossus too. And back in base, PingPang is slowly but surely amassing a small army here.
He's trying to push out with that. You know, he cut off all the Colossus. So he's going to push him with his bio, but without any medevac support, going up against 3-2-3 the Protoss upgrades here. Only the one single ghost. There's not really much that PingPang can do against this army right now. Luckily, he has been making planetaries at his auxiliary bases. It's going to be difficult for Zackor to get on top of those. Now all the starports lifting off and trying to get the heck out of Dodge.
Indeed, this at this point with the Archons, Zealot, and Stalker Force, and a couple of Magic Storms, you can just constantly wear down the Terran, especially with these awesome upgrades. He's even got 2 on the shield upgrade.
He's starting to add in more Colossus as well. realizing that there aren't any medevacs. PingPang doesn't have any medevacs. He needs to make. He's making 4 at a time right now. But while he's making medevacs, he can't be making Vikings. That's going to be his problem right now. There's still a lot of storms available as well. So PingPang had such a great army, and he just lost it to storms.
Indeed. Now, Zackor does have a few idle pros back at base, which he does need to reassign, but other than that, his economy is still sitting pretty strong. And PingPang's is still sitting alright, it's just that he doesn't have fully saturated bases anyway. And there we go, nukes coming down.
Oh, he's got to be able to see that. He does see the red dot, I think. Yeah, that red dot is out in the middle. He's not going to not see that, but it did protect the base for now. I'm sad I missed it. I missed the nuke launching, at least. Caught a little bit of the smoke trail, that's about it.
Indeed.
I was on
There we go.
Zackor's view, so I didn't see it. But this base is definitely going to go down, even though it is a planetary. He's going to get a few kills. It's got 4 or 5 kills on it, so that's nice. But Zackor wisely leaving all his Templar on the ramp, so he wasn't going to get surrounded there.
Indeed, and it's a bunch of SCVs going down as well now, and all the sensor towers going down as well, so losing that little bit of map vision it provided. Oh, got a sneaky transfer going down south, but it's not going to be enough. At this point, Zackor, if he can push up into the production and get on top of that production, it's going to be GG. And at this point, PingPang has no income. He's got 3,000 gas, but he's starving on minerals.
It's been so difficult for him to keep bases actually up. Does he still have all those idle probes? Where are all of his probes? There they go. They just now transferred, actually. They're transferring over to his 4th has been there for a long time. Actually, ending on a DT shrine as well. He's getting every bit of kind of help he can when he can. There's not much action in the main base, actually, so...
We actually have 3 battle cruisers on the way. This is awesome. Yeah. I love seeing battle cruisers. However, I can tell you now, Stalkers are very, very good against battle cruisers.
Well,
surprisingly,
feedbacks and storms and Archons. That kind of
is,
for sure.
Battle cruisers are just... You only go then when you got the composition to deal with the Stalkers and everything else. You need a lot of ghosts and a lot of tanks to deal with the Templars and the Stalkers, but they will add on some nice DPS with the max air upgrades, and there we go. It's going to be a good engagement here for Zackor. He's just going to move in, and no storms going down yet. EMP's very good, got the Zealots. And yeah, Zackor's just... I feel Zackor's just been... Oh no, he's just going to wait for 3 more Colossus to arrive. And then he should...
I see.
Yep.
That's a pretty good reason to back off.
Yep. Why kill them when you can overkill them? That's a good motto, I say. And oh, there goes a money storm. And oh, that fire army is just so low on health. Another storms. Oh, the storms are just wrecking this fire army, and everything on the ground is down, and the battle cruisers will be taken out.
The battle cruisers are quite beefy with those 3-3, but actually it was only 3-1. And PingPang will call GG, so Zackor's going to even up this best of 3. Gonna